Hey guys, David Essel here, and I want to talk about something that is crucially important for people to understand, and also something that really surprised the heck out of me when it comes to sobriety. For the past 43 years, as a #1 best-selling author, counselor, master life coach, speaker, radio, TV host, oh my God, I've done so many things, but 30 years I was an alcoholic and cocaine addict for 30 years. I started very young. As a way to avoid reality. Peer pressure overwhelmed me. I didn't have the confidence to say no, and so I said yes for 30 years. And then I finally did get sober. The shocking surprises that I'm going to tell you were things no one ever told me, and I didn't know what to expect. As a matter of fact, comment below if you're sober. Let me know how you did it. If you're struggling, put down below if you need help, whatever it might be. And later on, I'm going to tell you about, because so much of addiction is mental health, a brand new mental health life coach certification that we have going on here. So anyway, I decided to get sober. It was a very interesting bottom. The bottom was just a conversation with a woman I was dating at the time, and she said that I was going to leave her at some point for alcohol, and she was right. I was always going to choose alcohol over any relationship. All of us addicts do the same thing until we don't, right? So I decided to go into a treatment center, and I really believed that once I got out of that 30-day treatment center, everything would be great. And it was. I was sober. I learned a ton. I got incredibly humble. I became outrageously vulnerable. I really made some massive changes. But when I got home, anxiety went through the roof for me. Now, I tell you this not as a negative, but to prepare you, because no one prepared me. No one said, hey, David, when you get out of this cocoon that you're in and you go home, there's going to be times that you're going to be freaking out. And that's what happened. I went home. I was anxious, pacing in the evenings. I started to feel depressed. I was without my drug of choice, and now it had been over 30 days. But in the center, I was protected. It was the cocoon, right? I didn't have to worry. There was no alcohol or drugs being offered. And if there were, I think I would have the strength to say no, since I had to spend so much money to get into this place. But then I get home and I was not expecting it. And after 2 weeks, I had gone to a couple 12-step meetings. I say a couple. I went for a couple weeks. I made a commitment to the counselor at the treatment center. I'd go for 120 straight days, and I did. I went for 120 straight days. Got everything I could out of AA. But the anxiety and depression was with me from the day I got home from the treatment center. I mean, incredible, out of control. You know what I found out later on? Was that one of the major causes of my ongoing addiction was untreated anxiety and depressive disorders. I was shocked. So what happened was when I took away the substance that was covering up everything going on inside me emotionally, psychologically, it all came rushing to the surface, right? So for 30 years, I had minimized and I had taken care of a lot of my anxiety and depression momentarily, self-medicating with alcohol, even workaholism, cocaine, and then all of a sudden two of the biggest drugs and usages that I had to avoid reality, to avoid the underneath anxiety and depression went insane. And I had to get a counselor for 52 straight weeks and work with someone that really understood, that could sit there and go, yeah, David, this is part of it, and let me tell you why. And we went back to the origin of my anxiety and depression. We went back to where it started in childhood. Now, 12-step and church recovery groups, we can't expect them to have this kind of knowledge. Excuse me, right? We can't expect them to know these type of things. But a professional, even myself, can help you get to the core of the origin. A comment below, because once I found, there was a huge relief, and it took about 6 months of counseling, but then there was this huge relief that, oh, okay, I've got to now work on the anxiety and depression. Now that I got rid of what was covering it up, now I have to go headstrong into it. Comment below, read below. I'm going to be posting right after I get done with this information about the new mental health certification. And here's the greatest thing in the world. If you're in recovery, take the mental health certification, master life coach certification, so you can help others at a deeper level. If you're someone that's just looking to increase income and help people at the same time, this is perfect for you. If you're in a career change and you're going, I've got to do something fully different. Listen, I've been a full-time counselor and coach for 43 years. So you can make this a full-time business. You can make this a part-time business. Everything is below. But the most important thing I want to tell you about this certification is like what happened to me. I don't want it to ever happen to anyone else again. When we go through the certification, we'll learn about anxiety, depression, addiction, sleep issues, relationship issues, financial issues. We go through the whole of life, right? Because most of us are struggling in all of life. But the key is to understand there's answers to our struggles. And that's what that certification is all about. So go ahead, comment below, like the page, like our YouTube, subscribe to our channel, share it if you'd like to. Oh my God, I would love for you to do that. And then join the certification at talkdavid.com. And if you're watching this and you're struggling in your recovery, we have a great holistic addiction recovery program that I take people through one-on-one. There will be the link below, davidessel.com or talkdavid.com. Okay, thanks so much for being with me. We are going to make it through these crazy times, and the world of addiction is out of control, but we have answers now. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm David Essel, the website talkdavid.com. Make this day the best day.